and gentlemen, hello and welcome. This is e-frag TV and my name is George Georgiev. Today we're moving on with the European qualifiers for the TWC 2016. Two matches scheduled for today: Belarus versus Kyrgyzstan and Georgia versus Croatia. Your analysts for today: Sojic,
hello,
Rema,
hey,
and Dusan.
hey.
Hey guys, but before we get on what is going to happen today, let's see a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had one match, Turkey versus Uzbekistan, 2-0, 16-10 on train and 16-2 on cobblestone. And the second match, which wasn't played because Luxembourg forfeit their match against Ireland, and therefore they got a ban for the next year's TWC 2017. Let's hear from our analysts their thoughts about yesterday's match. Sojic.
Well, it was pretty one-sided. Train was kind of tricky, but that's only Uzbekistan with an okay CT side. The T side was lacking on actually both maps. So pretty much Turkey with a easy job, I would say, going into the round two.
16-10, we said that was maybe just because they won the pistol round and they get to pick the side, but on cobblestone it was all clear.
Yeah, we were talking about that if Turkey started on city side here on train, they would probably go with a different scoreline. Cobblestone, as you mentioned, they started on the city side. Uzbekistan didn't really know what to do on their T side, and they got punished really hard. So all in all, great performance by Turkey. I'm really impressed, even though with this lineup, we know that this is not their strongest lineup. So they can definitely bring more experienced players and more firepower into their nation. So we'll see moving on further if they are going to include those players.
Dusan, do you expect even stronger Turkey with some other players like Santaris and the rest of the fellas?
Yeah, I mean, what they came with yesterday certainly isn't their strongest lineup, as Rema mentioned. And going forward into another qualifying round, if they manage to beat Ireland, I think we'll see a better team. Even though this one's really good, as we saw, but I think we're going to see a better team, as you mentioned, with Santaris, maybe even Tarek, and who knows?
Tarek only for Lamb.
Maybe only for Lamb, but who knows?
Who knows? But let's try and focus on today's match. First one, Belarus versus Kyrgyzstan. Your quick thoughts?
I think this could be a more even matchup for round one of the qualifiers, maybe the most even one. Belarus, they had some okayish results in the last TWC qualifiers. They had a win against Sweden, they had a draw against Bosnia and Herzegovina, but also they had some weird losses, like they lost to Iceland. So I would say they're an okay team. It's just a matter of fact how much they show up. Like guy like Cyberfocus and Robo and stuff like that. On the other side, Kyrgyzstan, they were here last year playing at TWC 2015. They had a win and two losses, but those losses against Russia and Poland weren't that convincing. At least they were able on one map to take maybe 10, 12 rounds. So all in all, I think this could be really interesting.
Rema, do you agree with Sojic that maybe this can go in 3 maps?
Well, I don't know really, because I think Belarus, they have 4 players from last year here in this qualifier, with only addition of Robo from Fluffy Gangsters. So I think definitely Belarus has a kind of better lineup for now. Kyrgyzstan with 3 players from the last year and 2 for us unknown players for now, and we'll see how they perform. Definitely Belarus with this kind of lineup, they can do a lot. I think that only Spaz is missing here. Don't know if he's going to play further, but all in all, maybe he can go to 3 maps, but I would say that Belarus is going to win this 2-0.
Rema just mentioned, let's keep on talking with the lineup of Belarus.
Yeah, the lineup of Belarus this year is, for now, Robo, Hitmouse, Cyberfocus, Dersky, and Fast, and we see that in a kind of different order, but yeah, we see here 5 players, like you mentioned, 4 of them, right, played last year, and They unfortunately didn't manage to qualify for the TWC, but this year, I mean, they have a tough task in the first qualify round. That's Kyrgyzstan, the team that was here last year. So, I mean, it could, as Swoj kind of said, it could go to 3 maps. It's a tough matchup for both of these teams, and I mean, these players aren't that young players, so they have some experience in them, and I think they have a good chance, maybe, to win against Kyrgyzstan. Who knows?
Who is the player to watch here in this lineup?
In this lineup, it has to be Cyberfocus, not just because of his AWP presence on the map. We all know him as being a really good AWPer, but overall, he's the one guy that could go big, that could stand up for his team, and that could do something incredible in this matchup. Because honestly, every team needs someone to go huge if they want to win, or have 5 super players. But I think in this case, I think Cyberfocus needs to go a little bigger than usual there.
Okay, Swoj, let's move on with the lineup of Kyrgyzstan. I know that's your area of expertise.
Yeah. Yeah, for Kyrgyzstan this year we have Kamazek, Pachanga, I'm guessing it's Snake, then it's, I'm gonna kill this one, Puli, okay, and Haz, and the 2 guys that played last year and were in Belgrade were Pachanga and Kamazek. 2 guys from Revolution, that's Pachanga and Snake, and Kamazek from Project Skyline. We don't know much of those teams. All I could find that Revolution beat Fluffy Gangsters like half a year ago, and that's the team Robo plays in, or at least played in. So there's that. A young team, as we can see, although they have Haz 27, the rest of them you could say around 20. Had the experience from the last year, played in, I think last year they played in African qualifiers, or
Asian.
Asian?
Maybe Asian.
Okay. So this year, you know, they have a tougher task to get through the whole European qualifiers. That's gonna
Not
be
easy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a different story. But I think they maybe could potentially surprise us here in the first round.
Okay, Rema, a player to watch in Kyrgyzstan lineup. Think about it. Yeah.
I think we agreed on Snake, right?
Yep.
So S and K. Overall, we picked him because he had a great performance last year. He has a good rating, and I think maybe he can step up for his team here. I mean, all in all, three players from last year, and Snake, or S and K, can definitely bring something to this lineup. Was that with his fragging or some kind of other help in the team, definitely, but we'll see how he performs. I think he can definitely step up for his team or go huge, because I think in the previous TWC qualifier, last year TWC qualifier, he had great performances in qualifier. On land, not so good, but we'll see how he performs.
Okay.
Let's go straight to the video since the game is about to start. Best of 3, so let's see the maps.
I just wanted to say I'm wondering where's the guy from last night. He had a Kyrgyzstan flag, and let's just say he was insane. But never mind. I really forgot the nickname.
Yeah, because he has 6 games.
I don't know what were you doing last night, but let's try and talk about the video.
Belarus banning nuke, no luck. Still, I wonder when will we see nuke that map in this European qualifier, because I expected
best of 5 if we reach any best of 5, but I don't know.
Yeah, and then Kyrgyzstan banning cobblestones, so pretty standard bans for now. I mean, surprise, surprise. I'm guessing it's going to be it's going to be Mirage for Belarus, and that's the map. They really missed that guy. He was up insane last night, but never mind. Cash going in the way for Kyrgyzstan.
You have 50 hours on Steam, you're just God.
Sorry?
You have 50 hours in game and you're just God.
Belarus banning overpass, and we're left with Train and Dust 2, right?
We're gonna see
Okay, Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah, we're gonna see Train.
Switching it up a bit, wanting to play Train. I'm not sure about that pick, because we already said a couple of times that oppers can really make a difference on that train, and Cyber Focus, he's that dedicated opper. He's not, unlike some other players who just pick up an op here and there, he is the dedicated opper, played in a lot of different teams. I think he played in the Verse Players with Simple.
Cyberfox.
Yeah. I think
Recent
so.
team was the Empire. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, that team, Verse Players, they kind of group up and disband in a matter of weeks. But, you know, all in all, I think he could, if we get to that train, I think he could make a difference there, if not before.
Definitely Mirage as well. I think they love to play that Mirage, and I think that he can definitely make a difference on his city side in that window area, or maybe connector, depends on what's suitable for him.
Yeah, we divided those maps in like standard and non-standard ones, let's put it that way. So we'll see two of them, Mirage and Cache, like the basic standard maps, and Train, if necessary. Kyrgyzstan banned Dust 2, which is a bit of a surprise, but do you think maybe that's way they're looking for their shot?
Well, maybe, but then again, why would you go with that cash pick if you want to really surprise your opponent? Why leave that train for the last map? I mean, if I don't think actually they need a map to surprise Belarus, and I don't think Belarusian players can get surprised by any map here. Maybe Nuke, but all the rest, I'm pretty sure they can play it. But Kyrgyzstan, I think they're capable, you know, just to match Belarus in firepower and everything else.
Okay, let's start with the predictions. Rema.
For the first map or the whole series?
Well, I'm interested in the whole series first, and then for Mirage.
I don't know. Just because of pick of cash for Kyrgyzstan, I would say this is going to be 2-0 for Belarus.
2-0, okay.
I'll go same 2-0 for Belarus.
2-0 for Belarus. Which would you agree?
And I've got to join, you know, the train. I'm going to say 2-0 Belarus, but I think Kyrgyzstan can really make them struggle.
Okay, we'll see what will happen. So the match between Belarus and Kyrgyzstan is about to start. Best of 3. First map, Mirage. Harry and Harold, take us away.
Hey there guys, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This is going to be day 2 of the TWC European qualifiers. And well, like they've been saying in the studio, it's going to be a really good match today between Belarus and Kyrgyzstan. So I'm of course going to be joined by the usual Harold. How's it going, buddy?
Not too bad, still alive, still kicking, and not willing to give up on life yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, that pretty much sums up my feelings towards existing as a whole. So yeah, going into this, of course, this is Belarus's map pick, and we do see them win that knife round, so they're going to be on the CT side. So starting off in a good way. Look at this, Bomb's going to be able towards mid, and well, SNK is going to be the first to fall for the T side. So immediately, as soon as we jump in, a great start for Belarus. I mean, just looking at this positioning as well, coming out from Kyrgyzstan. I mean, they've got 2 players down in those lower tunnels. They've also got mid control, so they might be a player down, but they've got a lot of positionary control to do something with this. But, you know, saying that, Cyber Focus does manage to secure 2, and that's going to be PHL and SNK both falling there. So now it's going to be a 3-on-4, and my Bomb's just fighting around in top mid. And as Haz takes that duel and connector, that completely loses in that you know, position recontrol they tried pushing for, which is definitely going to make taking this A site a hell of a lot harder, as we're only seeing the rotate coming in from Belarus now.
Yeah, so trying to get back in there. Kamaz is doing a little bit of damage, but no kills just yet. And Robbo going to fall back before he goes down. Luckily, Pachanga is going to get 1, but finally Kamaz going down, leaves in a 3 versus 1. Kachanga 1 versus 3. Deagle in hand. He has a kill, but he needs 3 more to win it. Luckily, he's got the bomb in hand. He's got armor. He's got a Deagle. So there's definitely a lot of potential that he can do here. He's in the right situation. Problem is, he's got 3 players to face off.
Yeah,
that is no easy task.
When you've got the Deagle as well, not the weapon of choice, I would say, to be up against 3 players here. But I mean, you know, 3 angry Belarus people with guns is not the situation you want to be in, and that's going to be fast picking them up in mid. So that does mean the first round is going to go the way of Belarus, which, you know, is definitely good for them starting on their side, you know, on the most favorable side on their map, sorry. You know, you definitely want to be picking up these pistol rounds to try and secure, you know, the first 3 rounds. As soon as they didn't get a bomb plant, that is indeed what Belarus are going to be hoping to do, as we now go into the second round.
Yeah, so 4 spy does come out, no plant of course. So Kyrgyzstan going to be in somewhat of a difficult situation, but as long as they can get a bomb plant here, maybe get a few kills, they should be happy. Cyber Focus playing towards that mid window. Of course, probably one of the best known names on the team being Cyber Focus. Ex-Team Empire, recently playing under Team Preparation. Probably one of the better known players of the group. Apart from that, not too much to write home about, but that's a difficult name to say. Dursky. Probably, I'm probably saying it wrong. There's an accent in there somewhere. But hey, you know, I pride myself on not being able to pronounce anything. So, you know, not going to be sweating over that one. Not going to lose any sleep whatsoever about being completely and utterly stupid. Well, yeah, it's going to be the A play coming through, just hoping to batter through that defense, get those Tech-9s rolling, and do a little bit of damage. But 1 minute down now, 50 seconds to remain, as they will look towards that A bomb site. There's 3 players over there to defend against this one. Cyberfocus moves in, Famas in hand takes Kamaz out of the equation, but Pachanga straight back in with a kill. Luckily, Robbo, Cyberfocus, Durkee Kiz, all going in together. And that is going to be a nice, easy second round, losing only 1 player. An easy rebuy. So, Belarus looking pretty strong so far, and I think would be the favoured team in the matchup. But, of course, it's a best of 3. Could be a long one. Definitely one of the closer of the opening rounds. Be pretty exciting.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, only losing 1 player there was fairly pivotal. I mean, looking at this, you know, Kyrgyzstan, they just want to try and make something happen. They've only got the Glocks, they've got a PC-50 as well on SNK, but nothing really to write home about. And, you know, it's not looking too good for them. Dursky's going to be able to open things up over towards A, and while Cyberfocus gets 2 of his own down towards lowers, and straight away that just eliminates all of Kyrgyzstan's options as Has falls as well. And, well, suddenly this round is indeed just a complete throwaway. They weren't even able to pick up a single kill, so no economic damage for them just yet. But, you know, only being the 3rd round in, it's not too much of an issue. I mean, you know, they went into that kind of expecting to lose, just wanting to do a little bit of damage, maybe get a bomb plant, but they weren't able to. So now, as we do go into this, we're only seeing the first full rifle buy of the game today. So here we go. They've got a good bit of utility across the board. When you look over at Belarus, they haven't really swapped out too much. I mean, you've got the 2 M4s, but other than that, you've still got the P90 on fast, and FMS over on Hitmouse. Now, looking at that bomb placement up in mid, it does suggest they're just going to be playing for picks, trying to take things nice and slowly. I mean, when you look at Kyrgyzstan, they've got a nice spread out across the map. PHL is going to open things up towards A, and straight away, that's going to draw so much pressure over towards that site and just weaken the mid-hold, which, I mean, you know, you've got 3 Belarus players now over towards A, so notably, mid and B are both going to be a lot weaker. As a result, SNK is going to fall down, and that's going to be the presence on Kyrgyzstan that they were exerting over towards A, just completely eliminated in 1 foul stoop by Dursky.
Not quite sure what a fell stoop is, but let's roll with it. Cyberfocus, nice shot comes through, opening this lead up even further as Belarus find themselves now looking to take that 4th round and just stomp that Kyrgyzstan opening. Just slow down any momentum that they wanted to gain by taking that T side and putting all the power into the hands of Belarus. Hitmouse is going to be working his way into mid now. Rush goes over, that's PHL unfazed as he is still sitting in main, but they should be around the board for Belarus. They have no problems. Pachanga is playing around in mid, hoping someone's going to rear their ugly head, but it's just not happening. Hitmouse holding his angle. If he takes down this bomb carrier, it's round over. There is no way to recover back into that one. Luckily, he has made it into connector, which is pretty important, but he's been spotted out from behind. Hitmouse finds him as Cyberfocus takes down PHL, looking for the double kill, but it's not going to happen just yet. Luckily, Dirty Kid is below, takes him out, and that's 4 rounds to the board for Belarus. The eco back out for Kyrgyzstan, and this is looking really strong now. They're going to go with a force buy here. I do not agree with this decision. The likelihood of taking this round is slim to nil already, but forcing into it, just don't like it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It does feel like a little bit of a desperation move, just trying to keep the pressure on. And while that's pretty evident when you look at their position right now, they've got these 3 players in mid just to exert the pressure as they start rushing up short. It's just going to be a flat B split here. Dursky's going to be the one trying to hold it off in mid. He does damage, but he doesn't find one. Hitmouse gets the 2 over in Apps, though, and it's a complete mop-up now. Belarus just dropping players left and right. And there it is. That's going to be fast in with a double at the end, along with Robo picking up 1 of his own. And that means it is going to go 5-0 to Belarus. This is proving to be a very, very fast, one-sided game, at least in the early stages. As we have seen, well, I mean, when you look at Kyrgyzstan's kills across the board, they're not looking too strong right now. It definitely is sort of suggesting that they're being maybe a little bit out-aimed. You know, I mean, kill-wise, they're not contributing as much as when you look over at, you know, the Belarus side. Because, I mean, you know, most of the leaderboard has more kills than their whole side put together. But they might be down, but they are by no means out. Let's continue now to the 6th round of today's TWC European qualifiers.
Yeah, not looking too good so far for Kyrgyzstan, but now back onto the AKs, hoping to do a little bit of damage. Not too optimistic for them. We've still got Fast holding onto that P90. Nice tag comes through there from Hitmouse, taking Has down to 20 HP. That's a massive opening into the round, and Belarus already in a great spot. That nade could do a lot of damage, but Pachanga, he's found himself into the connector. He could definitely do work from here. Now Pachanga, probably the best known name from Kyrgyzstan. We are looking at him to do some damage. It seems Cyberfocus may have the call on this one. Molotoving the position, getting the kill, and that's massive. Now Pachanga down. That is their Insect out of the equation and looking really, really good now for Belarus to take this round. The bomb all the way over towards B. He has to head back over. And PHL going down, round over. There is no way back into this, especially with Has being quite so low. Unless some incredible frags come in from either Kamaz or Snook. This is over before it's even begun. 4 men over towards that A bomb site, ready for the attack, as Has going to be making a little bit too much noise up here in Palace. Now going for a quick play with 25 seconds remaining. They only have no choice. Fast holding close to that P90 is going to rip them to shreds. Luckily, they get the opening frag onto Cyberfocus. To follow it up, Snack taken down early, and now Robo comes in. 1, 2, 3, closing it out, and gives them absolutely no opportunity to get into this round 6 and 0, as Belarus stum, it's not a word, storm forward. That is a word, actually, but not in this one.
What, stum? I don't know, is it?
Well, if you say like stum.
Right? Is that still a thing? I mean, yeah. I'll take your word for it. You know, I'm not one to debate literary topics. But here we go. 7th round is going to be underway, and well, goes down. They are going to be looking to try and secure their at least 1 round on the board. I mean, this is Belarus's map pick, but still, Mirage is a fairly standard map. You'd expect them to bring a little bit more to the table. Has going to look to open things up, and that kill's going to be huge because that just opens up the A site for the rush straight away. Dursky and Cyberfocus caught off guard, but they're doing a great job to get back out on top of things. SNK is going to be able to pick up 1. Has goes down, and well, now it's going to be a 2-on-3 here. Bomb having to retreat back towards Slope as what Kamaz does fall on sight. Now it's going to be a 1-on-2 here. Cyberfocus and Hitmouse versus SNK, and he has got that bomb in hand, and he's going to be sitting over towards Slope. But with both of these Belarus players here, it's not where you want to find yourself. I think he's going to just sit pretty, wait for that time and to tick down, and hope they think that he's headed towards the B site. A little bit of a fake coming out. And while it doesn't like Cyberfocus, it's going to be taking that bait as he rotates over in towards mid, and I expect he'll be trying to head over towards B maybe sometime soon. But I mean, for the time being, doesn't like they have fallen for this fake just yet. Bomb is actually going to be rotating back through T-spawn now, so by the looks of it, you know, SDK's got cold feet about this idea about the fake, and he's actually going to be committing to B, which could do wonders for him as he just charges triumphantly into the apartment buildings. And when you look at Belarus's positioning, they are not set up to deal with this.
Yeah, but I am a fan of what Belarus are doing here. They're playing it together. So even if he does go B, it's still going to be a 2 versus 1 retake, and I'm a big fan of that. Cyberfocus seems to have a call on this one. Nice knife, actually. That's pretty nice. But the thing is, they're going to go in together here. So either way, it's going to be a trade frag, unless Snack can get the advantage. He needs to push forward. He can't just sit on the site here, or he's going to lose this round 100%. There's no way of winning in that situation. And Cyberfocus works up from short, and Hitmouse has been heard in the shop, trying to make as much noise as possible to distract him. The timing not working out there, but Hitmouse will go down now onto Cyberfocus. 1 versus 1. And Slick takes him out of the equation. Massive round comes in, and Kyrgyzstan taking 1 onto the board, finally giving themselves an opportunity into this. And actually, if they can keep that up, maybe there's a chance, but still, coming to a 1 versus 1 is not going to work in their favour, because if they lose this next round, not only will they have the economy reset, they're also going to have absolutely nothing to work with in the next round because they haven't saved any money over, which could be really, really bad. Only about 1k is the max over on that Kyrgyzstan side, so they need to keep themselves in this one. But Fast is upgraded from the P90 now to a AWP, and that is going to be pretty devastating, so Belarus definitely in a good spot here.
Yeah, no, and as well, when you look at their positioning across the board, you've got players in tunnels, you've got players in mid, and while Cyberfocus is going to be the one to peek, and he manages to land that shot and has. It's actually going to remove so much pressure already early on for Kyrgyzstan. Pachanga, though, is going to be able to get that return kill. Kamaz gets one of his own on a Fast. Cyberfocus, looking to equalize things, takes down that player in top mid, and well, when you look at their positioning now, I mean, Kyrgyzstan, they are extremely spread out. Bomb's just going to be left in top mid, and you've got players all over the place. They're not committed to anything just yet, and with a minute left on the clock, though, they've still got plenty of time left to play for, as that bomb's going to be heading back through T-spawn and over towards A. Well, Robo's going to be pushing Slope, but SNK might be able to find him here, and he does so indeed. So that's just going to open up that whole A site now, getting that frag. And the rotate coming in from Cyberfocus, trying to get there as quick as he can to deny that plant. And, well, Kyrgyzstan, they haven't capitalized on anything just yet. They didn't go rushing out into the site, they're just waiting biding their time and, of course, getting those smokes in to try and block off those key areas. Of course, sadly, this smoke isn't going to do too much as it was thrown for jungle. That will kind of deny Hitmouse's rotate through shop, but here we go. The push is on, and a wonderful collateral there from Cyber Focus to start things off. And well, now it's all going to be on a PHL and Hitmouse. Only Cyber Focus could have done that then. That is what Belarus needed. That was wonderful. And there's the pause as well coming in from Kyrgyzstan. They've got to be feeling hurt from that. And there we go. That's going to be a PHL going down, and that does mean Hitmouse will get the defused, and it's going to go 7-1. That was such a pivotal kill from Cyber Focus then. That literally secured them that round. Oh, that's just such a him thing to do. And I think he shot them so hard, he broke a computer or something. I don't know.
No, that's a rage quit, mate. That's a rage quit. PHL, he was the clutcher. He's gone. He has disconnected from the server. He is not about that life. And that is really, really bad for Kyrgyzstan now. If you look at their money, there is nothing. 3k across the board. They can force out a force buy here. But going into the next round, they'll have nothing. They'll have around 1.2k per player. And that is really, really bad. So I would say save this one. Go into the next round with some AKs and hope to do a little bit of damage. But not looking good at all. It is, of course, the tech pause. But that's of course, what they name it when someone rage quits. Tech. It's technically pretty bad. That's all I can say. Also, have you noticed that Robo over on the Belarus side just isn't very friendly with the rest of them?
Why? What makes you say that?
Look at the spawns.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I feel bad for him. He's been left out the club. Maybe it's because I don't know. I don't know why that would be.
I don't like him. He smells.
Yeah. No, I could see that being a thing.
Bad BO.
Yeah. No. I mean. But and also in that previous round, sorry, that shot by Cyber, I just can't get over it. And that was exactly what they needed, and he delivered. Yeah. Like if there was any time he could have done that throughout any game today, that was it. And of course, the reason why that was so important as well for anyone watching is that it wasn't just the fact that they won the 7th round. Like Harold's been pointing out, when you look at the economy now of Kyrgyzstan, it is shattered. This means it can easily go to 8-1. So Belarus basically got 2 rounds out of taking that previous one. And as well as that, I mean, if I was playing for Kyrgyzstan right now, which I wouldn't be because I'm not from there, but if I was, then I know I would be shattered when it comes to morale.
Yeah, absolutely. Whenever a glut comes in, it's always a bit devastating. Collateral kills are bad for morale, for just everything, really. You're going to lose a round because, normally the way Counter-Strike works is you trade in. So maybe a CT gets a kill, as long as you're there to trade it back, it's fine. But if a CT gets a double kill, and then he's able to back off, that's effectively 3 kills that he's secured. That's 3 men he's secured because he's got himself alive and he's got 2 of you dead. That's really bad. Luckily, PHL was able to trade onto Cyber Focus, but still, that's already what would have been a 2 versus 3 for Kyrgyzstan turned into a 1 versus 1, which is really, really good from Cyber Focus, and that's really, really bad for Kyrgyzstan. But either way, Belarus looking really strong. Definitely be my pick of the bunch. But I didn't expect it to be quite this devastating. And so far, I have not seen too much in the way of hope on the side of Kyrgyzstan. PHL, still not back. He's had to restart his computer because he hit it so hard. Maybe kicked it or something, I don't know. Either way.
He put his fist through the motherboard. They're actually just shipping him a new one right
nice
now as we speak, yeah.
Maybe he's making it himself.
Yeah, probably. Just dewiring it from an old like N64 or something, just whacking it in.
That worked, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, there we go. That's computer knowledge for the day. Yeah, no, I mean, like, Belarus, they're definitely the top dogs right now. No questions asked. I mean, Kyrgyzstan, they're coming into this, they are the underdogs, 100%. And sadly, I mean, with how their performance has been so far, they're relying really heavily on SNK in order just to open things up, I feel. He's quite a pivotal player, and when he goes down, I do feel like their chances of succeeding are fairly low. I mean, once again, I haven't really seen much of them play, so I can't make too much of a comment on this, but I don't know if it's just because they weren't, because like the analysts were kind of pinning on is Belarus, they are very competent on Mirage, and of course it was their map pick and they're on their side. So, perhaps, that's got something to do with it. Maybe Belarus is just playing really well, but I haven't seen too much in the way of Kyrgyzstan showing to be a real threat just yet to the Belarus side. I don't know about you, but yeah, no, it does seem like they're outgunned.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an understatement at this point. I mean, what have we really seen from Kyrgyzstan that shows any sign of stopping Belarus? Nothing, I'm afraid. They'd taken a round, which was a 1v1, and debatably shouldn't have gone their way. It was a 2 versus 1 situation, and I mean, it was just well played, but just not good overall. And, well, Belarus looking good, really. Just looking pretty strong. Dead on the pause, of course. And hopefully we will be getting PHL back. But as of yet, I mean,
I don't know what the tech pause is about. We don't really get many details. So I mean, for all we know, he could be reinstalling his OS and then quickly whacking Counter-Strike back on. I literally have no idea. So for the time being, it's a fairly undescript amount of time, which isn't the best thing ever, but. You know, it does allow us some time just to, you know, discuss some things, have some jokes, have some laughs. I mean,
have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find.
Exactly.
So one thing I think I need to mention is a congratulations on Insomnia. That'll be good fun.
Oh yeah. Oh, cheers, thank you. Yeah.
So guys, if you want to check out a bit more Harry, coming up at the end of August, of course, there is going to be a UK-based event called Insomnia. If you want to check him out, make sure you do that, because it's always good fun.
Yeah, no, cheers. Oh my god, yeah. I even just completely forgot about that just then until you reminded me, even though it's like one of the biggest things I've been doing to date. But yeah, no, that'll be all good. It's going to be my first LAN as well, which is going to be exciting.
Same as Brod. It's his first as well.
Oh, really? Yeah. Hopefully it's not the last, but yeah.
Definitely not Crossy's first.
Yeah. No, for real. But I mean, in all honesty, with this game, I do feel like Belarus are going to walk away with it. Like, I don't feel like there's been a lot of opposition, and I do think, you know, even when you look at the odds, you can't help but feel like people who bet on the 12%. Bet on the 12% of CSGO Lounge because, well, I mean, you know, you can earn Bear Skrilla from putting like 10 cents on a 12% team. What's that? What do you get back? I don't know. A good sum.
I mean, you get like Anna.
Yeah, well,
not bad.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, no.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, no. I mean, as for the rest of the games today, I've actually completely forgotten who's up next.
Croatia.
Croatia, yeah. I mean, I'm still really hurt about the Ireland and Luxembourg game being cancelled previously.
But you can look forward to Malta beating Serbia tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that one. And then after that, it's going to be Switzerland-Bulgaria, which is definitely going to be a match to watch. Not sure how they both ended up as low seed, but whatever. I'm not one to question the grand intelligence of the admin team. We know they're very powerful, and crack on, kid, crack on.
So whatever the tech pause is, I don't know about you, but what takes this long to fix? Like, what would he have done? I genuinely think Cyberfocus shot him so hard he broke the monitor or something. I don't know. Where is he? That's what I want to know. So someone go get the missing posters and stuff like that.
We're not having a reward though.
No, yeah, no. I don't want to give out money for him. It's just like you know, you're helping someone who's like lesser able to find his way home. You know, it's like a publicity thing, a moral
Find
thing.
My PHL app. You know, I did an insurance claim on my iPhone the other day, and I couldn't get the new phone because my Find My iPhone app was turned on, and I needed a new phone because the old one was broken. So obviously I couldn't turn it off. It was a bit of a disaster.
Oh yeah, wait, what is that like when you had to resync it and stuff? Because it makes you, or what? Just like in general with the claim.
I don't want to be finding out where their secret headquarters are or something.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I mean when I my phone was completely ruined, and
how'd you break it?
I don't know. I dropped it in some water for about half a second, and then the screen just went purple, and
That's not very good, is it?
wouldn't yeah. And in order to back it up and then put all the files on something else, it said I had to turn off Find My iPhone, and I couldn't because the screen was purple. But yeah, no, I mean, as far as like long, drawn out, awkward pauses go, I'd say we're definitely shattering the records for the top 3. Because you know, for the time being, no clue where this guy is. Is he coming back? Is he dead? Yeah, exactly. I mean, These are all valid questions. I feel like we should be asking them, because I'm worried now for his health.
Well, one thing that you can think about is, what is the Kyrgyzstan flag, the logo of? The different colours.
Oh yeah, I was actually looking at that. It reminds me of the old Xbox, like
yeah, Xbox 360,
Xbox,
isn't it?
yeah.
The
That is
Xbox 360 logo, nice.
I'm convinced that's where they got it from. But actually, we have just received news that apparently the match is live any minute now, so just bear with us, and it will be all good. But yeah, no, I was thinking that before we were going in. It's like a more, I can't think of the word, flamboyant Xbox logo.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Shiny one as well. Like a sun.
In all honesty, I don't know why Microsoft haven't what is it, like, got in on that market yet. The Kyrgyzstan market for their custom Xboxes with their flag, like, you know, the little controller bit in the middle, where like you turn the controller on and off. You can push that and it lights up with a little yellow light, and bam, Kyrgyzstan logo.
So did you know that the Kyrgyzstan is located on the Silk Road?
No, I didn't. There you go. There's facts
do.
as well. Educational systems as well as great Counter-Strike.
Why don't you tell the nice people what the Silk Road was?
I have no clue. I'm terrible. But I'm pretty sure it's is it a drug thing?
No.
No?
Well, technically it was.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, on the dark web. But I'm talking about what that drug thing was named after the real.
Oh right, yeah.
You know what,
I only heard
matter.
about the dark web thing.
Yeah, we're just having drugs now, aren't we? Good lord, you make me sick. But the round, of course, is underway, and Kyrgyzstan have gone with a force buy, which in my opinion is foolish. But what am I, an idiot or something? Yep, that's right. I am one of those. I'm still talking. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, so looking at this, we only just be seeing a full-on push out onto A. You have still got Pachanga lurking over towards B, trying to do what he can. Well, Robo's going to be there, mop things up. He picks up 3, and then Cyber Focus from CT Spawn gets one of his own onto SNK. And in the blink of an eye, it's all going to fall on Pachanga with that scout in hand. And, well, he's coming in from behind, and he's just going to touch tips with Fast here. And he actually messes that knife up. That would feel so bad. I would feel so bad. Nah, I would rage quit now. PHL, leave again.
Oh my god. That's really bad. So a missed knife there. Back onto the... Yeah, that was silly. He had a chance there if he actually got that kill. That would have been 1 versus 3. But instead he tries to go for the knife. He forgets which click to use, and he's going to die for it. Cyber Focus going aggressive in mid. Not sure I like this because it is an eco, but if he can get the kill, fair play to him. He's going to get it. Nice little flick there comes through. He's going to fall back. But has through the smoke. He's going to get some damage off. Takes down Robo. So evens it out. Back into a 4-on-4. So maybe there is a chance here for Kyrgyzstan to do a little bit of damage. They're not going to win the round, of course. Maybe they can do something. Nice play from Fast. He's going to take down 2. Leaving just Haz and Snecko. Snecko's down. Haz is dead. And it's a round for Belarus. Going into the next one. There is going to be enough money to buy for Kyrgyzstan, but not much utilities to play with. And... yeah, not looking good at all. Probably, oh yeah, if Belarus take this, it'll be at least 11-1 before Kyrgyzstan are able to get anything done. And, yeah, 1 round, not really enough on this map.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'd say you'd expect it to be kind of like 9-6, depending on who's playing. But yeah, regardless, really, really fast push actually coming out from PHL down mid just to completely change the pace. Things does get fully flashed out. He's going to go down, so they do lose a lot of that mid presence and pressure that they had. But you got Pachanga coming in from lowest to try to equalize things out, and he's going to be unable to find anyone just yet. Fast picks up a wonderful kill, and they're just locking out of this mid area. They're just saying to Kyrgyzstan, you know, you're not coming into mid. This is our place. And well, Pachanga's going to get one of his own, just trying to equalize things up as best he can. But Robo's going to be there to get that return. And well, with no one there to trade for him, it is going to leave this into a 2-on-4. Has an SNK. We'll have to try and keep the dream alive for Kyrgyzstan now. And while well, things are going, SNK gets put down to 33 HP, which is not where he wants to be. He doesn't actually pick up 1 and a hit now, so to put into a 2 versus 3. So, you know, this is going to open up mid a lot more for them. It does kind of give them a few more options as well, because that was the short player down, so they should open up B. And well, let's see if they can figure that out. Bomb is kind of lurking up towards there, and let's see if that's where they head.
2 ops in play here for Cyber Focus and Fast. But the rotate is coming in over towards that A-bomb site as Robo makes his way into the shop. He hasn't spotted anyone yet, which gives him the opportunity to get onto the bomb site, get in. And Fast is coming in from behind. This is the power play. And he's going to take him out of the equation. Bomb goes down, and that's all he had to do Takes the first player, sees the second, and Snack now 33 HP. He's been spotted by Robo. He's going to go down or not? Gives himself a chance, but it's not enough, as the flank will come through and Fast takes him down. Now, one thing to note is, this is Belarus's map pick. Going on to Cash, that's going to be Kyrgyzstan's. But, from the looks of this, I do not see them doing it. I just don't see them waking up unless they come into it right now, right here. And they do some damage. But, like I said, if Belarus won that last round, it would be at least 11-1 before Kyrgyzstan could get any work done. And that's exactly what we're going to see. The force buy has come out, though, just to buy up a little bit and make sure they can buy in the next round. But, of course, that is a quasi-buy. Snake around lower here. But Robbo, he's made his way through and completely undetected gets the opening kill. Looking for the second on Pachanga, but he's going to fall back. Now, Pachanga, of course, is a chain of restaurants over here in the UK. So, if you are interested... Actually, no, it's not. I made that joke last time I was casting Pachanga, and now, for some reason, I actually think Pachanga is a restaurant. Is it? I'm looking it up.
Yeah, all right. You do some background research. Let's go. Let's get the research going. Dursky's going to pick up that one on the hands, and then they lose that pressure of the guy who's behind their back line. Fast gets one as well, and and then that's going to be Dursky to start things up with that kill on a PHL, sorry. I mean, seems going to go 11-1. Belarus, they're just so far ahead now. I don't see Kyrgyzstan getting back into this.
Pachanga is a brand of music. Like a genre. A genre of music. Anyway. 11-1 on the board. Then the buy is back out for Kyrgyzstan. They have got weapons back up. And although no AWP, they should be able to get some work done here. We've seen them play well. We just haven't seen them close out rounds. There's been a few clutches, but not enough, obviously, because they only got one round. Not looking great. 2 AWPs still up for Belarus. Cyber Focus and Fast, both picking them up. Not looking great. But the push is already in for Fast. He's got himself up close with that AWP in the B-apps, just restricting so much movement from Kyrgyzstan. They can't do anything. Towards this B-bomb site, Fast has fallen back, luckily for them. But they've already shown his presence there. They know that he was there, so they have to be very careful as to how they approach this. He needs to put some nades down. That gives them the information that he's no longer there. But that smoke, he can hold it open hand, and he can just sit back, relax, and take it easy. He will be going into this now. Strike are looking to come through. There is a lurk over towards the A-bomb site. That's going to be PHL, not DHL. It doesn't deliver things. What he does do is deliver frags. Only joking, he doesn't. Well, anyway, the push has come in and Fast, playing up close and personal, gets the open kill to Pachanga with that AWP in hand. Bomb down. The rotate can come in, but PHL from behind does get one onto Robo, evening out into a 4v4 as the push comes through now. Fast, time 7 in hand, finds one, dives through that Molotov, finds a double kill. Now looking for the third. He's going to go for the old Classico. Old Zera, but it's not going to work out. And Durzik from behind, finding PHL. Round over, GG, no re. Kyrgyzstan, once again, out of the frying pan, onto the hob.
Yeah, and I mean, 12-1 is going to be the scoreline right now as we rapidly approach the end of the first half of today's games. And, well, I mean, you know, Kyrgyzstan, they've given it a good shot. I guess. 12-1, not where they want to be. And, you know, with how things are going right now, with the positioning as well we're seeing from Belarus, it's just the same thing. They're just shutting down this mid-play. Kyrgyzstan try to do every time. But saying that, BHL is going to prove me wrong and does manage to open things up in a great way. And he gets a second as well. This is the caster's curse in action. Here we go. Cyber Focus is going to be the short player trying to... the A player looking over towards short, seeing what he can do. And, well, with 5 Kyrgyzstan players left alive, they're not in a very good place. Robo gets taken down over towards A. That's just going to open up the A site as Cyber Focus falls as well. And well, now it's all going to fall on a hitmouse over towards short. And he does manage to spy out a few players there. He knows where they are, and he's not in a very good way. He picks up one, and PHL's going to be going in for the trade, which is a really, really good thing for him to do there, and that means it's going to go 12-2. And, well, there we go. That was almost like an entirely different play from Kyrgyzstan. It was like a whole different team for a round. They came out there, they looked confident, they took mid, no questions asked, they eliminated everyone. And, well, that is going to be the second round for them on the board, finally.
But the AWP out now for Pachanga. And he should be able to do some more work with this one. Cyber Focus holds him mid. Nice kill comes in. Snacko down. Robo to open it up. That's the bomb down as well. So if they find out, that is disastrous. Pachanga playing with the AWP. May have been spotted, and he has, but it's going to be a trade frag. 4 versus 2 now. And the bomb in the control of the counter-terrorists. Has peeking out. He wants to fight. and he will, but he won't get the kill. He's going to go down. It's all on Kamaz. Last round of the half. There's no saving here. Although Kyrgyzstan get 2 rounds, it is not enough. Plain and simple, and not the Dolly Parton song. Oh, that's pure and simple, actually. Bugger. Kamaz dead. 13-2 half. And if Belarus win the pistol, which I am expecting, this is good game, no rematch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if Kyrgyzstan, they manage to take the pistol round, they can take it to 13-5, but I mean, like, you know, where can they go from then? It's such a monumental comeback to have to make. And, you know, I'm not rooting them out just yet, but I mean, it is starting to look extremely, extremely bad for them. But that said, PHL once again starting things off in a big way. Maybe just booted up aim.exe because he's looking at it like an entirely different player since he had that technical in inverted commas pause. That was, of course, a joke. Not allowed to accuse players of cheating. That's not what I was doing. Here we go anyway. Dursky's going to pick up one and has. Now it's going to go 4 versus 4, and that B side should get opened up by Pachanga's over on shore. They're doing the damage. They try to get out into apps, and he does manage to pick up one in a hitmaster. Rotate's coming in as well. 2 through shop, 2 going through short, and the boost is going to be coming out, which is really interesting. So from all angles now, Kyrgyzstan in a really good place to retake this. They managed to take down well, just everyone in the blink of an eye, and that does mean the pistol round is going to go the way of Kyrgyzstan on the CT side, with the potential to take this to 13-5 as we continue into the second half tonight. So, you know, a very quick, clean round from them, and once again, almost looking, yeah, no, I mean, the
Sorry, no,
potential to take it
13-4 is what I meant to say there.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, they got the bomb plant. Yeah, that was my bad. Sorry.
I'll let you off.
Yeah, no, so
why are they forcing? Okay, no, you were right in the first place.
Yeah.
But without knowing it.
Random luck. That's my kind of victory.
Yeah? Well, you know what they say. An idiot without a head can't be an idiot.
That's the one. I don't know how that expression applies to this, but anyway, here we go. Flashes and smokes coming in as they do force mine in this round, so they've got lots of utility as well, and they've got those Tech 9s. Robo's going to start things off as he picks up the kill on a Kamaz. SNK's going to get the trade. Fast gets one of his own, and look at this though, the A presence is so strong from Kyrgyzstan right now as the rotate's already come in, and well, over towards mid, there's going to be Cyberfocus. He's going to be pushing through connector, so he's in a very, very good place to take out the threat of Pachang, and also has still over towards the B site. Maybe a bit of an error because they are very, very clearly trying to push this A site. And well, now finally the rotate is going to be coming in, although it is going to be extremely delayed, and as a result, we're going to be seeing Belarus in some very, very strong post-plant positions. Has gets one, Cyberfocus gets one of his own to return it into a 2 versus 2, and well, it's all going to fall on SNK, and Has here is... That bomb is ticking down. They've got to do something. SNK does do a lot of damage on the Cyberfocus, manages to pick that up, and well, Dursky's going to be pushing out up ramp. That time is ticking down. Has doesn't have a kit, but he does know where he is. He's spraying through the smoke. He doesn't manage to get him, and he's got the tech in hand. Dursky in with the frag. That's going to go 14-3, and Belarus, well, they've just got their way back into this. A little bit of GOTV lag there. But there we go, 14-3 is the scoreline, and we're going to be rapidly heading into the 18th round now as Kyrgyzstan look to try and get things back under control.
So, you know when you said, by blind luck, you were right.
So
was I. 13-3. Anyway, Belarus now looking real good. They've got the AKs out, M4, Galil, and nothing up against them. So, really no problem whatsoever here. Kamaz will find one, but he should be shut down. Durzik finally has fast closes it out, and that's match point on the ball. Kyrgyzstan, 3 rounds to their name, and not looking good. This is the end of the game. GG.
Yeah, I mean, very little hope for you know, Kyrgyzstan right now. When you look at it, they've got a few Deagles, they got a few CZs, they got a P250, which sounds horrible, and you know, it's just not looking too good for them. Belarus, they're only heading over towards A. Not even going to be throwing any smokes and flashes, interestingly enough. They got one player going to flash them in, but they don't need any of that fancy stuff. They're just doing it the old-fashioned way. Fast goes out, gets one, and immediately opens up the A site. You've got that's me, SNK, and PHL trying to hold this off from Connector and Jungle. Not very good positions though now to hold this off from, as they can get locked out of their sight by that one smoke there. And that smoke in CT is just going to completely block off this whole site as Hitmouse comes in through Connector and does manage to get one. PHL gets one of his own, but it's not looking good. Hitmouse gets a second. He's looking for the third as well. And while he's doing the damage, can he find the frag? He does indeed. And down goes Has as well. That means the first map is going to finish 16-3 in favor of Belarus. And well, what a one-sided game that was.
Yeah, I don't think there was too much debate in that one as to who the victor was. Belarus playing real strong, and now we're going to be going on to Cash just after this. So it should be pretty exciting. That, of course, is Kyrgyzstan's pick, so let's have a look.
Yeah, and there we go. To break that down for us better than we could do right now, and during the break, we're going to go live into the talented analyst desk full of wonderful individuals. and we'll be back for the second map in a little bit.